it's Natasha. I wanted to share with you a quick project that I made. It's just a card. But when I received this heritage die set from Quick Cuts, the first thing that I noticed, besides the beautiful tree, is this adorable silhouette of a ponytailed little girl. And I thought, boy, that certainly looks like Barbie, doesn't it? And it just so happens that March 9th, 1959, Barbie was born. So I thought I'd make Barbie a card. So I used this particular die to make this card. So let me show you what I start off with. It's a standard A2 size card, so it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I found some card bases that I had folded from my favorite American Crafts lightly textured cardstock. Let me show you on the back. It's just ever so slightly textured. Then a layer of my favorite Fellows report cover black. That's cut to 4 by 5 1/4. And then on top of that, I used a piece of pattern paper from the Die Cuts with a View paper stack in 6 by 6 called the Essentials. And they have all sorts of colors, all sorts of patterns, and color families, repeating patterns. See, I used one of the dark pink circles like that with a grid in the background. And that was cut at 3 3/4 by 5. And then I created this banner. I don't know if you could see just how 3D it is, of the little Barbie heads, Barbie profiles. So I used the tree die with the black paper. Cuts out beautifully, really nice and crisp, and it's a great size. And then this little silver doily is actually a Wilton cake decorating piece. I have had this stash of doilies, can't even tell you for how long. It's intended for little pastries like pétrifois and all sorts of pastries that you would put out for a display in a shop. I trim them down. I find that I'm not really a vintage, I don't have a vintage feel to things. However, this does kind of make it a little more modern. So I used a layer of that on top, then the tree, and then a little banner was made with the Spellbinders die. It's a banner set, but you see they're joined. I did cut them apart, and then there's also another layer. And the other thing that I used from the heritage set is this banner, and then I stamped "You Are Beautiful," and the ink that I used for all of these, all the stamping, is the Memento Rosebud. It's nice, crisp, kind of fuchsia, which matches my nails. And that I used from Stephanie Bernard's Stamps of Life Branches for Flower. And it has really nice, very simple sentiments like thanks, you're beautiful, with sympathy, thinking of you, you're amazing, for you, miss you, thank you. I find that I use this quite a bit, and they're a nice size. And what I do is, because these are clear stamps, I audition them over the space of where I'm going to stamp just to see that they fit. So these are on 1/4" embellishments and adhesive foam, and that's the Forever in Time in black, my go-to when I'm using dark colors. And then in addition, I felt I needed something else on this little sentiment banner, so I used these crystal stickers in the black stars. And I know I got this in a rack, and for the life of me, I'm sorry, I cannot remember who sent this to me, but I love having these kind of things on hand because sometimes you need just a little something. So instead of just putting pearls or rhinestones, although would have been apropos for a Barbie theme, use either one, I did use a little stars. And then I used the medium-sized stars here, and then I added, for continuity and to have each of the colors represented, because I'm using white, pink, black, and silver, I used the itty-bitty little stars here. And as you can see, the banner has 1/8" eyelets, and I set those with the old-fashioned hammer and eyelet setter. I wish I knew if there was a Crocodile is too big to set those. It's just too large. And then I also used some filament, I don't know if you could tell, attaching the little banner together. Where's my little... And that's just a thread, silver thread. So I've taken some pictures. I've already posted them on my blog. I'll include a link in the description to the blog post, which I will update with a full recipe, including all the products and as well as links to wherever possible. The Heritage set is available currently from Quick Cuts. I don't know whether the Spellbinders is. I picked this up from a Blitzy sale, but really nice versatile set. Let me show you again which dies it has. It has this tree, 2 banners, key, 3 of these scallop squares, as well as a photo corners, which is a really versatile die to have, and these silhouettes. And the silhouettes, let me just show you what they look like in real life. So it has a adult male, adult female, male child, and a female child, and that ponytail. Obviously, the moment I saw it, I knew I was going to use it for something Barbie related. And then the only other thing that I did is I stamped my personal stamp on the back, also with a memento rosebud ink. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Don't forget to thumbs up. It helps me out. It costs you nothing. Subscribe if you don't already, and feel free to share. You can also add this video to a favorites list so you can return and recreate a card similar to this if you found this interesting or something that you would like to try. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will be posting more cards I have in the works using some of these dies. Thanks for watching, everyone.